Good afternoon, YouTube. Okay, my stash at level 20. What happens when you die in the game? Alright, so let's go over my stash first. That's the easy part. Alright, so I've got 12 backpacks, okay? These are the minerals. We have obsidian bricks, we've got steel bricks, we've got raw iron, as well as gunpowder. We have amethyst in both forms, bricks and rock. We've got some emerald as well in bricks and rock. We have sulfur, more emerald, hardwood, okay, stones, clay, more clay, pearls. Now these you got to go diving for in the ocean. Get them from other players too, but go diving, especially if you can't get them. Depends who's on the time. And you don't need pearls anyways until I guess level 17 to get to 18. You're gonna need 50, and to go from 17 to 18 you need 50, and then 19 to 20. Yeah, because once you get to 18, you're going to go to 19. So 19 to 20, you're going to need 20. You're going to need 100. So yeah. Anyway, refined diamonds. You can't mine them. Okay, you have to actually get raw diamonds first, put them through the forge, and then voila, you get pretty diamonds. Same as these clay bricks. They start out at regular clay, put them through the forge, turns them into bricks. Then I've got many more finished diamonds here as well. There's 999 allowances. Most stuff will go to 999 to fruits and veggies. They usually top out at anywhere from 15 to 100 basically. Okay. Now next one, we have gold bars. You got to take the raw gold here, forge it into bars. There's your raw diamonds that get turned into pretty ones. We've got coal and charcoal. Now charcoal you have to make out of regular everyday wood, not hardwood. You can't do it, won't let you. Regular wood makes charcoal. And I did find out that charcoal to coal, as far as burn time goes for the same items, it's pretty much identical. The difference is with coal, you'll use less coal, but you'll use more charcoal to accomplish the same thing. But you need sulfur and charcoal to make gunpowder. Okay. Anyways, so then we have my food stores. Watermelons, bananas. What else we got here? Wolf meat. Now, don't eat any raw meat or raw fish because it can seriously poison you and give you an upset stomach, among other things, apparently. Carrots, chili peppers, okay, or chilies. These things will rip your thirst away. You're better off to cook them though. There's health benefits more from cooking all your foods. Like you can cook bananas, cook watermelons, whatever. You're going to get, pluses and minuses in health, hunger, thirst, and stamina. Okay, which brings your base levels up higher too, from the normal 100s. Anyway, so we got that. Second foods, peaches. Peaches are health boosters. Okay, bananas are stamina boosters. Eat a ton of bananas, boost your stamina way up. Mine's at 695 right now. It is kind of depleting a bit because I've been running around. I did have it at almost 4,000. I ate 100 bananas. If you eat 200 peaches, your health goes to 1177. Doesn't make you indestructible, but does mean that you don't have to restore your health so easily or so quickly. And besides, some battles you can get in, if all you had was base health, you would be dead many times. Been there, done that. Okay. And then a guy taught me a trick about using peaches for health and stamina with the bananas. Anyways, coconuts, I have a couple hundred coconuts here. Golden apples. These things do different things depending on how many you eat at once, but you can cook them too for other booster benefits. Got kiwi as well, pumpkins, got beetroots, cauliflower, pineapple, they all have their good and bad points, cooked and uncooked, obviously. This is all the ammo that I keep in this bag, at least, which is a complete military backpack. All my backpacks are military, so they all have 20 in each. Your main backpack the game gives you is actually a military backpack with 20 slots, and I carry 12 of them with me. But this is all the extra ammo I carry with me. Now, ammo will only be fed from the main backpack area where you see this rack of 14 rounds. All your ammo that you're going to want in to feed automatically must be in your main level. And I usually carry at least 3 90s with me because I'm going to collect ammo in cans on the way anyways. I'm going to collect ammo from my kills, you know, that's going to be for what I need. And I primarily use an AR ADS assault rifle. It becomes an ADS when you install a red dot on a regular AR. You will have to wait for the crafting recipe to be unlocked for that. Unless I think you could do it if you already have one, then why bother? You know, I mean, unless you're making guns, okay? But I got mine as an unlock, and then I found a red dot in the compound or somewhere, and all you need is the actual AR rifle and the red dot. You bring up the crafter, have both pieces in this area here, okay, where your open backpack is, and then you combine the two. That's the crafting, is the installation of the red dot, turns it into an AR ADS, okay? And then we have a pile of diamond axes and pickaxes, katanas, harpoons, a couple of golden crossbows. I do have a lot more of them though. Compass, which is very handy if you want to use a compass. It does only work from the toolbar, so it must be installed there. And when activated, of course, you can use it and an alternate item at the same time. It's not a problem, okay? Anyways, but yeah, I give out and I hand stuff out to players, so you know I kind of have to have this stuff, right? Now this is all things like duct tape, steel, extra gliders that I hand out to people. I've got almost 2,000 batteries for making flashlights with. We've got the health pack area. Now some of this stuff I hand out, some of it I keep and use for myself, especially for fast restoration of health if I'm really super low, because I kind of neglected paying attention while I was in so many battles, so I can patch myself up rather fast with either a big med kit or a small bandage. They have different effects. And of course we have a torch here and a little bit of raw iron, okay? Here we have scuba tanks. Now, scuba tanks, you can get these from killing black raptors, mecha raptors. Later on in your probably mid-levels is where you're going to start seeing you kill a guy who shoots at you kind of thing, not the army dude, but the guy that looks like a cop. I've actually gotten a scuba tank or two from that guy. Now, the scooters, you must buy those from the gem store, or come and see yours truly. One of my female friends on the board, she actually gave me her only scooter, and she actually paid for it. And I found out how to duplicate stuff in the game. There's actually a glitch, and I have a video about that. That's called Island Survival Alpha Game Trick, or Game Tricks. And I teach you guys how to replicate stuff, which is kind of handy for my food too, because I can keep my food stores up to 100 a lot, especially with bananas and pizzas and stuff I use the most, right? Same thing as replicating other stuff that I don't want to craft, use materials to craft. I can just duplicate stuff. Anyways, hopefully they never close that window. Transporters. I hand out transporters. What are transporters for? Well, they're for getting your butt out of a tight situation. Okay, so if your health is getting severely bad, and as long as you have transporters down on your bar somewhere, down on your down here, as long as you have them there, okay, you're definitely going to be fine. You just hit that button and you can instantly be zapped from no matter where you are on the island, automatically right inside your base camp. Okay, so I'm standing outside of my base camp right now, but that's what they're for. And you can find them at the compound in chests I killed a Mecha Raptor about 20 minutes ago, and he handed me over 3 on my loot win from killing him. The Mecha is like a metallized version of a raptor, kind of rainbowish color, type of tinge to him, and has a very robotic sounding growling voice. Kind of a little scary if you ask me, but hey, he's hard to kill too. And the black raptors are mostly hard to kill too, especially if they're giving up a big prize like a red dot, or they're giving up a scuba tank or several tanks. I've gotten as much as 3 tanks in one of those kills, so they're stacked, right? It's kind of like if I take, well, actually I don't have any to stack for you. You can't stack more than 100 together, and I would definitely advise, if you are pearl fishing or pearl mining in this case, take as many tanks as you can handle, because you're gonna need them. Like, I take 100 with me, and I'll go through like 20 of those tanks easy doing pearl diving, and at least the sharks don't come down that deep. The sharks are usually on the surface, but they are everywhere, and they are great whites, and they will go as low as roughly, I'd say, about maybe 25, 50 feet. Okay, anything past that, they don't tend to bother. So you're definitely safe when you're down at the bottom, because that's where you're going to be scavenging for the pearls. Sulfurs on the sidewalls up higher may or may not have a shark encounter. Hard to say. It varies, depends on where they are in the area. Flashlights. Other than coming to me or asking another higher up level player for one, you can actually win this in one of these stash chests that are around the island. There's many of them, okay? And I won one, but I had also had these things way before then. Another player gave me a couple and said run one through the researcher because they are crackable. It just takes battery and steel, and voila, you got a flashlight. And this is why you collect batteries when you're fishing, or whether you're scavenging compounds, or wherever you have to find batteries. Keep the batteries because you can make flashlights. Okay, so even though we're at the end of the levels currently available to this game, because I'm pretty sure they're going to expand it. There's over 2 million players on this game, and people love this game. And there are a lot of people who actually support by buying into the game. But anyways, let's go get the rest of my stash taken care of and talk some more. Okay, so here I have furnaces for people. Okay, water bottles if anybody needs them. Mushrooms, sometimes people are going to need these things. Now, I've been collecting them. They always respawn. Anything like that out in the wild always respawns, but I had a hell of a time with this red mushroom because it's a very rare mushroom on the island. It doesn't grow in many places, and very, very small quantity compared to the other mushrooms, okay? And a lot of these mushrooms do have drug-inducing effects that do some really squirrely stuff to you, which is kind of fun. But you know, I'm pretty sure it'd be better if you probably cooked them first. I don't know. I haven't cooked any yet to see if there's any ill effects or weird effects that way. But I needed one to do a trade, and a buddy of mine who became level 20, he actually had one on him. And that was the same day where we trade one for a free gem, because we all get 3 free gems a day. We get the given, we get the trade, they want something in exchange. Like today I think it was like 3 pineapples. So, and I've only found one place on the island where pineapples grow so far, and there's only always 4 of them. So I just pick them and they respawn, and etc, etc. But anyway, so he gave me one and I duplicated it because I know how to do that. So like I said, I have a video on that. Anyway, so I duplicated a few of them, and this way I'd have some extras, gave him back his, and then I went out, and sure enough, the opposite side of the island I go on, I found like 3 of them. And I've only found a few more on that side since, and they're not respawning in the same place either. They tend to respawn in different places with these mushrooms, okay? So not always in the same place, and that goes for any of them. So, but anyhow, so that's this stash box, okay? And we do have a mag in there for an SMG. So, next stash box. This is metal, cloth, and duct tape collection. Now this stuff was literally all given to me, like this. Okay, I have made friends with a couple of good players on the board, and they have helped me out with a lot of stuff, but I've also had to do a lot of work myself too. They're not doing everything for me, okay, and they won't. And I'm the same with other people. I'll give you a certain amount, but I'm not going to do everything for you. Extra collection of red dots. I've had one person so far ask me for a red dot so that they could turn their AR into an ADS, and so I figured, what the hell, I'll collect some more red dots. And they're always respawning all over the place anyway, so, you know, but you never know. Somebody's new, or they're new at camp. One of the first guns I hand people, unless they, you know, I'll give them a choice. You can have an ADS, you can have an SMG, or a shotgun, or a pistol. What do you want? And a lot of people opt out for the ADS, and I agree, because it's probably the most powerful of all the guns anyhow. So, but anyways, and I make my own ammo as well, and I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, this is my other stash. So I have a lot more fishing rods here. These are the diamond ones. I believe these can be purchased from the gem store. Same as all the bags can be purchased, but once you win a few of these bags, or you're given bags, and you learn how to make them researcher, why would you pay for them anyways with gems? Makes no sense. Save your gems for something useful, like that scooter, okay, in case I'm not around at the time. I got more golden crossbows as well. Now these were given to me, and I have learned how to I've learned how to duplicate them, because even though there is a craft for it, to date, no player that I have talked to, and I've talked to a lot of players on here, nobody has found the iron crossbow that is required to make the golden crossbow. Yet we all have the recipe, okay? And I won this little tiny knapsack the other day out of a box. It's got like 12 slots. I won the compass out of a box, so I've made a few, handed out a few, right? I keep these because Zombie Bait was a trade for a gem at one time. But they also have other purposes for them as well, okay? Anyway, so that's that. And that's all my stash. That's all my stash. Okay, so what happens if you die in the game? All that pretty stash you saw, plus what's on my back, all of it disappears into what's called a death stash box, which will be located in exactly and precisely where you die. And that sucks donk sometimes. I died in the ocean once because I was out in a rainstorm with a buddy mining gold, and we were getting ready to leave, and we were starting to go up the hill. I slipped, because all the surfaces are slippery when it's raining. They do warn you, of course. I fell in with the sharks, and, you know, well, let's just say it took me 6 tries to get my death stash back. But I finally did recover everything except for there's also a separate box, because I have backpacks and it stacks them on top, right? The actual box inside has all your stuff from your toolbar down below. That's what's in that part of the death stash box, okay? Well, today I died for the first time in God knows how long. It's been a while. I was at the compound and thought I would jump off this one platform and try and get over the electrical fence that was live, and there was a black raptor. I wanted to show off. Okay, and I was trying to do a video. Yes, I was trying to show off. Well, I miscalculated, obviously. I should have ran and jumped, or at least used my, what do you call it there? My glider. Probably my glider would have guaranteed to work, because I think even running and jumping probably would have got me in the same situation. Anyways, I hit the electrical fence and died. And guess where my death stash was? Right smack in the middle. It took me 2 tries to get it back, and what happened was the only way to get it back from the electrical fence when it's stuck in there, you literally have to go up to wherever you can to get up onto the wall, where you can walk the wall, okay, beside the wires, and you're going to have to walk your way and hop on the little, you know, the pillars that connect the walls. You may have to hop on a few of those in order to get off to the other side of the next part you walk on. And you have to walk up to your stash that way, okay? You can't grab it from down below, you can't grab it from across. You're too far away, which told me that given that I couldn't even grab my stash box from the platform, I was too far away that even a running jump likely never would have worked out for me either. I still would have died. and it probably would have been worse for the position of the stash box. So thankfully, where I died was fine. Because I actually, when I went back the first time to get my desk stash, I thought, okay, well, if the box is in the middle of all this crap, all I got to do is jump in the middle of the top of the box, right? And nope, got fried again. So I went back again, this time just armed with just an axe and some watermelons, and that's it. The last time was axe, pickaxe, and watermelons and banana. And all that stuff ends up in your desk stash too, right? And it's like, I only have so much space here, you know, in my main backpack to put stuff back in. So anyway, so I collected all my bags, and then I opened up the stash box itself. Now, once I collected all my bags, I'm pretty sure during that collection, I saw the word stash, which means base camp stash, all your stuff in base camp stash. Okay, that'll get reset back exactly where it came from, same as your bags. So anyways, I got all that, and I got my main box back this time with all my stuff in the toolbar, so this way I didn't have to go snag any extras out. Which is another reason why I make a lot of extras too, in case this ever does actually happen again. You know, I really don't want to go through that. But you get 1 actual hour to get your desk stash back, okay? Now, boosting your health way up with peaches, great idea, okay? 100 peaches to 1777. Stamina will be almost at 4,000 for 100 bananas, okay? And you can rapidly get those into you by just opening up your inventory here. Take your peaches out, put them down here, close this window first, and then just wrap on your left mouse button, go brrrr, and you can eat them in no time. Okay, and that's going to help you make a little more indestructible. Mind you, my health was up there to 1700, right? But not enough to fight the electrical fence. All right, it's not enough. So that is one thing just to keep in mind of if you're at the compound. Don't try jumping over the electrical fence. Fly over it with a glider if you have one. If you don't have a glider, don't be stupid and attempt it, because it's not likely going to go well for you. Because it did not for me, obviously. And that's the first time in a long time that I've died in this game. Okay, at least you can get your stash back. Now everything else at base camp will remain intact when you die, and so do your gems. You don't lose any gems. You don't lose anything on base camp other than what's in the stash boxes that gets emptied out into the desk stash that you have to retrieve. So all of this is still intact too. It doesn't go anywhere. Alright, same as all the stuff you plant. And you'll notice I have bananas, watermelons, and peaches. These are what I stock up on before I take off. And then while I'm out, I'm still scavenging for more food. I'm still scavenging for, you know, other things. I'm getting ammo popping up everywhere, metal, cloth, duct tape. You got to keep your supplies going. So the game doesn't actually end just because you achieve the godhood of level 20 and you've got pretty much all the toys. You still got to replenish things. You still got to help other people out, and we all just sit here too that are level 20s just waiting for when they expand the game beyond level 20 so we can see what kind of hell is in store next that we need to collect for death, or not for death dash, but for an improvement to base camp. Because I think there could still be some improvements made, you know, like doors, for example, actual doors, okay, actual glass on the windows would be kind of handy. You know, maybe a gate we can open and close kind of thing, right? There is definitely a lot of room for improvement here that could be done still. Maybe we can find some way to make a power source to put lighting, you know, other than our fire pit, right? Kind of thing. Have some lighting. Develop that sort of stuff on the island. You know, that sort of thing. Cooler looking forges too would be also nice. Just different things, you know, that they could still add to this game. They could still add maybe some extension into the island. Maybe more underground caverns to go get some minerals that aren't actually here. Okay, I think they could go still quite a bit further with the game. I don't see why we couldn't go even another 20, 30 levels above and make it harder and harder for us to, you know, kill the enemies, right? So at least thankfully the enemies can't get in at us. We can come and go as we please through our little force field here, but the enemies can't get in. So we're safe as long as we're in here, okay? But when we're out here, everything out here wants to kill us. But do not grow coconut trees, do not grow apple trees. There's enough of them around right near base camp here that you don't need to worry about that sort of thing, okay? I would be more concerned about finding other better sources of food, but do stock up on apples and coconuts in the beginning, because that's all you're going to have other than what other players may give you for extras to get you going. And you will find a lot of foodstuffs as well at the compound. You will probably find food on the way, definitely killing raptors and wolves. You're going to get the meat from them, but you cannot eat any raw meat or raw fish if you do some fishing, because, well, like I said, it'll make you sick and poison you, so you might want to avoid that. Anyway, that's my stash. That's what happens when you do die in the game, and a bit of extra for you. I don't know how many more videos I'm going to get out of this game, but I also got to start playing some other games pretty soon either way and spend less time on this and more time on other games for you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you might be getting a little bit tired of all the island survival videos by now. But I'm trying to help you out, so just keep that in mind. I'm trying to be here to help you out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.